Sawadee Kap, everyone. I'm Crew Danny, and this is Puchoy Crew Alex. And in this video, we're going to cover the horizontal elbow. The elbows in Muay Thai, also referred to as the SOK. Okay, so we're going to teach you a particular elbow, which is the first elbow in the series, horizontal elbow, and we're going to cover some of the details, how to do it correctly. Okay, check it out. When covering elbows, one thing that's important to realize is the devastating power of this weapon in Muay Thai. And hence, that's the reason why mixed martial arts fighters will use it at a very close distance, as well as rushing in towards their opponent at a further range. The elbow is a very versatile weapon in the sense that you can use it for authentic full rules Muay Thai, striking. You can use it in mixed martial arts. You can also use it ground and pound if you're an MMA fighter. And for self-defense purposes, if you're on the street, you won't have hand wraps and gloves. So the risk factor of breaking your hand is elevated. So by using the elbow as a weapon for self-defense is a very intelligent solution. Okay? So now we're going to cover the details of using the elbow. So keep in mind, you can use it with the tip or the bottom part of your forearm. Okay? So sometimes we use it as a slashing motion, or sometimes we'll use it more as a knockout, driving force type of motion. When you want to use it to slash, you're going to keep your hands loose, like this. So the hand, notice how my hand actually drives towards myself, okay? When you want to use a little bit more momentum, a little bit more drive, a lot more power, you're going to clench your fist way firmer, and boom, that's your knockout blow, okay? So now, let's look at some of the details of this horizontal elbow. First, make sure your hands are up, okay? It's very important. In previous videos, we keep talking about the foundation, which is your structure in Muay Thai. And that means your feet, your stance, your legs, okay? So if you don't have a proper foundation, you won't have good velocity, which will translate to speed and power into your weapons, especially when it comes to elbows, okay? So now, make sure you have a great stance. From this position, you're gonna turn your hips and your rear foot. So 1, and turn, 2, and turn, 3. Okay, sideways, horizontal elbow. Notice how my body rotates. I turn my shoulders, my trunk, and the rear foot. Okay, so having a proper stance is very critical to have a proper elbow. Now I'm going to bring in Puchoy Crew Alex to assist me in demonstrating a little bit more details on how to properly throw the elbow. Okay, so now, hands are up, and we're going to throw the elbow into the palm of my hand like this. Okay, so now I'm going to lower myself a little bit more at Alex's height, and he's going to do a couple of repetitions, nice and slow, horizontal elbow. Go. 2 more. 1 more. Now, one thing to keep in mind, some of the common mistakes that we see a lot of times are, number 1, the defensive hand. A lot of people forget and they start to drop their hand. More so than in boxing, more so than when it's striking with punches. When you get in range to throw an elbow, you have to keep one thing that's super important, the range. And the range is, when I'm in range to hit my opponent with an elbow, I am also in range to receive his elbow. So that's a very dangerous situation. So I have to keep my guard up. Okay, so now when I throw an elbow to Alex, notice my lead hand, it's gonna actually elevate even more as such. Okay, so I elevate so that way that if he throws his elbow, my forearm is in the way of his attack. Okay, so one more time, Alex, elbow, elbow, elbow. Beautiful. Another common mistake is people are going to wind up on the elbow, okay? So it'll look like this. They actually load up before throwing the elbow. Now, if I make this mistake, Alex is going to see my elbow coming. So if I wind up and throw the elbow, he's going to throw this uppercut elbow right underneath my chin, right in the center, right? So a straight line from point A to point B is way quicker than when I'm curving sideways, okay? So watch this. As I load up, he sees me coming, boom. I walk right into SOK TAT. So another thing he can use is the clinch. As he sees me load up, he's gonna actually grab me into the clinch. So 1, and then he stops the elbow, and he's in range for his attack. Okay, so it's very important. Number one, don't drop your lead hand, the defensive hand. And number two, don't wind up on the elbow. So same thing as when you're throwing across, straight line, okay? Make sure it's a parallel motion with the ground, level swing, and stay loose. Whip your shoulder, whip your hip, and whip your back foot off the mat, all right? That's the details of the horizontal elbow. Okay, now we're gonna show you just a couple of application methods that you can use the horizontal elbow in a fighting situation. Okay, so now we'll change position so you can see here, Alex has a nice stance. A lot of times what will happen is opponents will drop their lead hand like this, and that would give you the beautiful angle to slice the elbow across. A lot of times the hands are at the chin level, but the chin is elevated. You'll hear coaches say, chin down, all right? So if the chin is up, it's open for that horizontal elbow as well. If I want to create a cut in Muay Thai, authentic rules, okay? So you guys that might be doing authentic Muay Thai, if you're gonna fight in Thailand, full elbow rules are allowed. So now people use this and cut right through the eyebrow as such and slice across the face. So now, if Alex does it to me and I would be fighting at the same height and he sees my hand dropping, that's his opening for the horizontal elbow right at the chin. Another very efficient method is just to actually pop your opponent's lead hand. So when his hands are wide, I'm actually gonna pop this hand down, all right? So I like to do this a lot. So I'll be here and pop and throw the elbow in. So you pop the lead hand, throw the elbow in. Sometimes you'll use your rear hand and do the same effect. Pop and drive. Other times, you'll fake a jab or just throw a short jab, pop, and slice the elbow. Pop, slice the elbow. Other times, you might also just pop here and check this hand and then slice the elbow. Another variation is you'll step in with the knee, step in, pop, drop the elbow down, all right? So if Alex does it to me, first one, he'll parry this hand out of the way, one, and elbow. And use the rear hand, pop it down, follow through with the elbow. Sometimes he's gonna throw a short jab, boom, elbow. Sometimes he'll also parry the lead hand, push the rear hand away, and drop that horizontal elbow. Other times he'll step in with a knee, hold my neck, step in, boom, and slice the elbow right across, okay? These are just a couple of applications. There are also defensive maneuvers that we're gonna teach you maybe in future videos, but for now, we just wanted to cover practicalities of the elbow. All right, guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, leave us a thumbs up. Also, make sure to subscribe to this channel if you haven't so already. If there's anything in particular you'd like us to cover in Muay Thai on this channel, make sure to leave us a comment in the comment section below. Make sure to train hard, and we'll see you guys
in the next video.
Take care. Fais ton Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor.